Vanakkam. This is Salem Sundar welcomes you wholeheartedly to Journal Entries episode number 4, an exclusively designed video for my dear accountancy students of grade 11. In the previous episodes of Journal Entries 1, 2, and 3, I have passed to journalized several transactions, and this is a continuity. Let us go. So, children, in the last episode, we have just journalized up to this one, I suppose. This bought plant and machinery for 5 lakh on credit from Siemens. And the journal entries are this. Yes. Up to this, that is 16 for plant and machinery, data 5 lakh to Siemens account, 5 lakh credit we have written. Then narration we have given purchase plant and machinery credit. Up to here I finished, and now this is the end of the page. So here we have to add all these transaction debits are in the debit column, the amount added, and add all the amounts that are given the credit column. Sure, it will be naturally equal. If it is not equal, somewhere in the entry you have committed an error, so you will have to check it up. And here you are right, total cf means carried forward, carried forward. So this is to be carried forward to the next page. So this is the second page again we have to give the date, particulars, etc, etc, etc. And in the very first line you have to write this total bf means brought forward. The same amount you have to enter it, and again we have to continue our journal entries. Now what is the next journal entry? On 17, general expenses made 10,000. General expenses account is to be debited and cash account is to be credited. You know very well. Let me go. 17 420, general expenses account, debtor, to cash account, 10,000 and 10,000. And the narration is met general expenses. That's enough. And what we have to do now, draw a line. Okay, drawn. Next, what is the transaction? 18th, telephone expenses 60,000. Oh my god, let us reduce it. If this much of bill, there'll be great loss. Let us have some 25,000. Telephone expenses 25,000. So you know very well, expenses is to be debited, cash account is to be credited here because it goes out. 25,000 on 18th. 18 420, telephone bill account, debtor to cash. See, if you pay cash, you write cash. Else, if you give check, write bank. If you don't mention anything, you have to consider it to be paid cash. So 25,000. Met telephone, or let us not be stereotypical. Paid telephone bill. Okay, this is a journal entry, and what we have to do, we have to draw a line. Good. Then now let's go to the 19th next transaction. 20, interest received. So interest is received interest. In both the ways, interest can be given as well as we can receive. So here it is a gain for us, interest. So interest is to be credited when we receive cash. Debit what comes in, or interest in the asset is to be debited. That's the rule. So cash account is to be debited and interest received is to be credited. Let us go. 2420, cash account, debtor to interest received account. Even if you simply write interest in the credit column, it obviously means it is interest received, but it is better to be on the safer side, mention as interest received. So how much did we receive? 8,000. Fine. So 8,000 and 8,000. Fine. Here the narration, interest received. Good. Now what we have to do? We have to draw a line. Right. Next, what's the transaction? 21/4, returned damaged goods to Arul & Co. See, already we have purchased goods from Arul & Co. Some goods are damaged and we are returning it. So the goods are going out. So when the goods go out, it is to be credited, and obviously the creditor's account is to be debited. This is the rule. So here purchase returns you may write, or returns outwards you may write. Any one you can do. In this transaction, let me write both. Hereafter you can write any one. So on 21, say for how much? Let us say 20,000. The date is 21/4. 21/4/20. Arul and Co. account, debtor to return outwards or purchase returns account. So here return outwards or purchase, you write any one, no need to write both. Just for the first time, to make you clear, I have written. Hereafter you can write just purchases returns will be easier for you, isn't it? You just according to your understanding you can use any one of. So for how much we have, say 20,000. Yeah, 20,000. So now narration, purchases return made. It can be either purchase returns or purchases return. Any one is suitable. Right now what we have to do? We have to draw a line. Well, did. Next, next transaction. Received goods returned from Raghava. Okay, right now we have sold goods to Raghava, and some goods were damaged and he returns it. That we have to enter at 5,000. 22/4/20. So your sales return and debtors, that is Raghava in this. sales is credited and automatically sales return will be debited. Next, 22 4 20. Am I writing the correct date? Of course. So here you can write, wait, let me since the space is very lesser, so here either you can write return inwards or sales returns account. So data, children, again I stress, you either write return inwards or sales return. The first time, to make you understand, I write both. So here automatically to the credit to the data. Who is it? Raghava. Raghava account. So how much? How much? 5,000. 5,000 and 5,000. And what is that? Sales return made. This is enough. And let's draw a line. Okay, children, can you wait 2 or 3 more minutes? Let us have finished just 2 more transactions. So the next one is advertisement expenses met 10,000. So advertisement is a expense, it is to be debited, and cash goes out, it is to be credited. That's the rule, right? So 25 4 20 advertisement expenses account debtor to cash account. How much? 10,000. 10,000 and 10,000. Narration met advertisement expenses. Advertisement expenses. Well, then we have to draw a line. Yes, drawn. And the next transaction is 26th discount received from Arul and Co. 1,500 rupees. So here discount received is a gain for us. It's a kind of income, so it is to be credited. That's the first point. So obviously the Arul and Co. is to be debited. That's a point. 26 4 20 Arul and Co. account data to interest received account 1,500 and 1,500. So interest received. That's enough. Or interest accepted, etc., etc., anything. Righto. The next journal 28 4 discount allowed to Raghava 1,000. Okay. So discount allowed is a loss for us. So it is to be debited and the debtor account is to be credited. 28 4 20. Wait, discount received. Discount received. Instead I have given interest received, sorry. Discount received. Yeah, here discount allowed account debtor to Raghava's account, say 1000, sorry, and 1000. Discount allowed. This is enough. Now the month transactions are over, so let us draw a line. Then what we have to do, we have to bring for the total. So all the transactions for the month is over, we have to total it, and we have write total. This is a thing. Here ends the journal entries for this given transactions. Hope you understood. Even if you don't, please in the comment box mention your comments, what type of confusion you come across. Let me try to get you away from that. Hereafter, in each and every episode, we'll go for a particular transaction for a whole month. Since this is a beginning, I have to divide it into 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Hereafter, the whole month will come for 15 minutes. We'll finish up. Okay, righto. Thank you very much. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.